This presentation of the 2010 Archbold Parade of Lights is brought to you by Defiance College. Spring classes begin January 10th. For more information, visit defiance.edu. By Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Agency, where service to our customers, the community, and each other is our cornerstone. By the Fulton County Health Center, completing the circle of care for you and your family. The Souder Village. You can enjoy great food, shopping, and relaxation at the Barn Restaurant, Doughbox Bakery, retail shops, and the Souder Heritage Inn, which is open year-round, all at the Souder Village in Archbold. And by the Archbold Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber welcomes you to Archbold for the Festival of Lights at Ruley Park and a wide variety of great hometown shopping. For more information, visit our website at archboldchamber.com.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering with a fuel. Here the pages stand by me, if thou knowest telling, yonder peasant who is he, where and what his dwelling?
For he lives a goodly heads underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes' fountain. Sigh, the night is darker now, and the wind blows stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how, I can go no longer.
Mark my footsteps, good my pace, tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find thy winter's rage, breathe thy bloodless coldly. In his master's steps he trod, where the snow lay tinted. He was in the very sod which the saint had printed. Therefore, Christian men, be sure, while the rain possessing, ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessing. While by my sheep I watch at night, glad tidings brought an angel bright. How great my joy, great my joy, 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 joy. Praise be the Lord in heaven on high, praise be the Lord in heaven on high. This gift of God we'll cherish well, glad at her joy our hearts shall fill. How great our joy, great our joy, 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 joy. Praise be the Lord in heaven on high, praise be the Lord in heaven on high. Thanks.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Archbold Festival of Lights Parade here at Archbold. I'm Bill Priest with TV26. Marcia Dowdy is with me, the Executive Director of the Archbold Chamber of Commerce. And Marcia, back again for another year.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this all year. It's a beautiful night, a little on the chilly side, but at least it's not raining.
Well, it shows us that winter is here.
It certainly is.
Now, the lights on the streets have gone out here, which indicate to us that something has started.
The parade has actually left Conagra, and so it's on its way, and we are waiting for some magic to happen downtown here in Archbold.
I understand that something very magical is going to happen here when the parade starts right by our vantage point here by the Village Hall.
Yeah, we're looking forward to Santa standing up in his entry, and he's going to perform a little bit of magic, so
all right.
We'll see if it all works out.
I can't wait for this to start. Now, the Archbold Festival Lights Parade's been going on for, 12 years now?
It's been a long time. I don't know exactly how many years, but it has gone for a long time.
Well, this parade marks the start of the Festival of Lights that you have here in Archbold as well, does it not?
Yes, it does. Tonight following the parade, actually, let me correct myself. Tonight during the parade, the lights will come on in Ruley Park. Santa will turn those lights on, and you're welcome to drive through tonight all the way through the beginning of January to see the Festival of Lights.
Now, the Festival of Lights are like a family tradition here at Archbold, aren't they?
They are. You know, a lot of people like to walk through the park. A lot of people like to drive through. Many families make multiple trips. It's just a fun event for families.
And I understand that there are a couple of new things added to the Festival of Lights this year.
We did. We had some money donated this year, and they are a couple smaller pieces, but nonetheless, they're new, and we're excited to have them. And yeah, see if you can pick them out. We've rearranged the park a little bit this year, so see if you can pick them out.
I was just going to say, everyone, I noticed that you do rearrange the displays from time to time, and I understand you've done some of that this year too.
Yeah, actually, this year you'll be able to see quite a few of the event displays from Walnut Street rather than just driving through the park. So make sure you make the whole round.
And it's so pretty when the snow has fallen and the lights are reflecting off the snow, isn't it?
It is. That's one of my most favorite times to walk through. Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to the start of the parade. We always have a good number of units that come through here, and there are some that we kind of count on being in the parade all the time, and there's always some that surprise us, and so we never quite know what to look forward to, but that's the fun of a parade.
You know what? We have a lot of new entries this year, a lot of new ones. So we're really excited. When I was standing down at ConAgra, we had about 4 show up that hadn't registered even. So that put us well into the 55 mark range for our entries this year.
Wow, that's a lot. So we'll have a good time. Now, the parade was changed last year, and again this year you're running the same route, that it's going to start at ConAgra, and it comes down Stryker Street to the downtown area, goes north on Defiance Street and over on Walnut Street, correct?
That's right. That's right.
And so this is kind of a harbinger for the shopping season too, is it not?
It is. You know, we have a lot of really unique shopping experiences here in Archbold, a lot of amazing dining experiences. You know, it's just a really great time to be in a small community like we have, and just to enjoy those things that are unique to our area.
Okay, well, we're just getting ready to see the parade tonight. We're looking forward to it, and it's going to be coming down the streets very soon right here in Archbold, so stay tuned. We're about to start tonight's Festival of Lights Parade. Well, Marcia, we can see the flashing lights that just made the turn here onto Defiance Street, so we're getting ready for the big parade.
I know, isn't it exciting?
It is, it is. They've started out at ConAgra, they've made their way here. Occasionally we can hear I can hear the band now playing in the background, so we're really excited about seeing the parade start here.
Yeah, I know. It's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what all the entries look like and how it lights up downtown now that all the lights are off.
You know, as I was coming over, I noticed that people have their favorite spots that they get, and some of the residents have little fires, that going on in the yards, and they get all ready and they get their spot laid out, so they've got it and they can see the whole parade.
Since early this afternoon, I've seen lawn chairs sitting out and people in parking spots, making sure that they got just the right spot for them.
Well, that's the band playing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. How appropriate for us tonight as we see the parade making its way right up here. And the Archbold Police Department leading us off here, making sure that the parade gets here all the way. We're looking forward to it as they make their way here to start off the Festival of Lights parade here in Archbold. Right behind them, we've got the Color Guard, the American Legion here at Archbold, and of course it's always proper to stand when the flag goes by. We're really grateful to all our veterans who have served and made sure that we have a great country that we have, and for the folks who are serving here over these holidays, we remember them. What a beautiful wagon we've got here with these nice horses.
Oh, look at that. That's the Rotary sponsored horse and carriage, and there's our Santa.
Looky here, we've got Santa Claus here. And Santa's going to wave. Yes, Santa, good to have you here tonight to start off our Festival of Lights parade. Give Santa a nice wave there. Thanks, Santa. He made it from the North Pole. Thanks for coming. Hi, Santa. Thanks for starting off the parade here tonight. The Archbold Rotary Club making sure that we've got a nice wagon here. They, of course, have a big club here in Archbold, and they have an international program raising money for filters for water for the folks in Haiti. The Archbold High School Marching Band here. Santa Claus is coming to town. We heard them, and they're playing for us here tonight as we kick off this Festival of Lights parade here in Archbold.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And we've got lights all the way through Archbold that are decorated up that came on when Santa waved his arms. Bit of magic for us here tonight. We've got Boyd Canvas and Fabrication coming through the parade here tonight. They're located in Defiance. They offer custom canvas awnings for residential, marine, and commercial. First time in the Archbold Festival Lights Parade. Now we've got the Archbold Fire Department here. We're starting off with their gator here. Of course they have red lights, Mark.
Of course they do.
Yes, nice red lights on the gator here. And right behind them, we've got another unit for the department. That's their field fire truck pulling a boat trailer.
And I believe those are kids of the firemen.
They get a chance to ride in the parade and see what it's like and wave to everybody. Look at them wave there. Yeah, they know how to wave. Yeah. And right behind them, we've got the aerial unit, and look at the way they've got it decorated. I think those reindeer are ready to fly.
And there's our traditional Ronald McDonald. And while we're talking about Ronald McDonald, make sure you stop out south of town afterwards to get that nice warm-up coffee or a hot chocolate.
You know, I understand the South merchants here in Archbold are passing out bags of coupons and that. Hello, Ronald. Good to see you back in the Parade of Lights here. Yes. So he's back again, and everybody's ready to have a good time. Now, we've got a perennial entry here in the Festival Lights Parade.
This is Mrs. Warner's class from the Archbold Elementary School, and she has had tons of children in this parade over the course of the many years that she's participated. This year she'll have 18 to 22 kids on her float.
You know what? I'll bet some of them are ready to graduate here. They're just who've been on this float through the years, and boy, what a tradition that is. That's great. Speaking of traditions, we've got somebody else who's been in every one of the parades here, and that's Lugbill Supply Center.
Yeah, you know what? We rely on Lugbill Supply Center for all of our hardware needs here in town, and we're just so thankful to have them.
They've got a wonderful display there, a nice house with the snowmen up there, and just all decorated up nicely, and that's what this Festival Lights Parade's all about.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, they have been serving the Archbold community for 48 years.
That's great. That's great. A lot of people count on them. We've got the Farmers and Merchants State Bank here, and they've got their mobile ATM. If you need some cold cash tonight, we can supply it.
I don't know. I think I have some cold cash in my pocket, too, but
they're all decorated up. They've got their candy canes there, and they'll be ready to help you out all the way through the Christmas season, I'm sure. Right behind them, it looks like we've got the Lions Club.
That is the Lions Club. We serve Helping Others See. Just a great community service program that helps to offer eye doctor appointments, eyeglasses for people in need.
It says, serving since 1958, the Archbold Lions Club here, we serve. And that is their motto that they follow, making sure that eye conservation is one of the chief projects that the Lions Club does. And I know they're very active here in Archbold.
Coming up next on the horses is Centennial Therapeutic Riding Center. They have 3 horses with them today. There's Buster, Dexter, and Okie. They offer therapeutic riding for both children and adults and are located in Wasion.
They work with a lot of folks with disabilities. Diane, how are you? You look nice and warm up there and cozy.
It's warm and toasty.
You know, they now participate in the state Special Olympics. There's now a horse competition that they have as part of that, and I know that they have done that, and Buster has gone down and participated.
How exciting for them.
It's wonderful. All right, we've got another good unit here. What's our next unit?
This is Weston Schrock. He's from the West Unity area, and he's here being sponsored by Todd Short. And Todd Short has a small tractor repair shop. And wow, he's really decked out in lights.
That's part of the whole idea. Be very visible, and you know, we can really see everybody's sparkling here tonight. I really like it.
And this is Archbold Refuse Service, serving Archbold community with our local waste and recycling. They are sponsoring Logan Huff. I wanted to make sure I pronounced his last name right. Huff.
He races over at Oakshade, doesn't he?
I did it. I said it right. Logan
Yes.
Huff.
And he's a racer over at Oakshade. Does really well there, too. Logan, good to see you here tonight. All right. We've got a unit from right here in Archbold downtown.
This is another traditional piece for us, Rupp Furniture Company, and they're celebrating 102 years and wanting to wish everyone just a very Merry Christmas.
They've seen a lot of folks come through the Archbold community in 102 years, and looks like they've got the recliner up. Looks like they're ready to celebrate some Christmas season, all set in-house.
That's exactly where I want to be, only sitting in front of my fireplace right now.
We got some music coming our way. The Stryker Choir, made up of students in grades 6 to 12, under the direction of Mrs. Christy Meals, and they're singing for us here tonight. They're going to be having a Christmas concert on Monday, December 20th at 7:30 at the Stryker School, and they want to make sure that everyone knows they are welcome to attend. This is the entry from Bill Jack's Halot here tonight, a leader in the scaffolding and lift business. One of the manufacturers right here at Archbold.
And Bill, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Cub Scout troop on that float.
I'll bet they'd like to raise that lift up and down during that whole thing, wouldn't they? All right, we've got a dance studio coming through here.
Yeah, this is Red Shoes Dance Studio. They're presenting Candyland, their 5th annual winter recital, December 11 in Liberty Center. They offer ballet, tap, jazz, contemporary, hip-hop, pre-dance, and adult classes. You'll receive progressive curriculum based on dance education at Red Shoes Dance Studio in Napoleon.
It says December 12th, so one of the ways, it's going to be around in December there. You can check it out. Wauseon Fire Department always comes in with a beautiful truck all decorated up. Good to see you guys do it again. That's really nice. Some camaraderie between communities, and it's great to see them come here and celebrate and get ready for this Christmas season.
And if I'm not mistaken, their truck is the 2006 aerial truck. It's very new for their department. Even though it's white, I think it's probably a very beneficial truck for them to have in their fleet.
Absolutely. Looks like we got some gardening going on here. Look at this.
This is the Archbold Garden Club. Currently, they have 12 active members, and they have been in existence in Archbold for over 50 years. Now they're looking for new people to participate, so they are trying to make themselves known that they are here in Archbold, the Archbold Garden Club.
Those are some really nice poinsettias they've got on that unit. I would imagine this is the Fairlawn community coming up.
It is, and you know, they offer all kinds of different services, and I didn't know it, but they serve almost 1/10 of the population of Archbold.
About 400 people, right?
That's amazing, 400.
Amazing, yes. All right, we've got another big unit here. Could this be Terry Hendricks?
Terry Hendricks it is, locally owned and operated for over 20 years.
nicely decorated up. Everybody's doing a great job here tonight. Started by Joe Lichty there, now a full-service dealership. We got, is this King Crane?
This is King Crane. King Crane has also been in operation for over 50 years. It was started by Olin, and it's family operated. And I don't know if you knew this, but they can lift over 35 tons. So no job is too big or too small. Call King Crane.
I'll have to call him after the Thanksgiving dinner when I want to get out of the chair. They'll be able to help me get through. Yes, I know. St. John's Christian School coming through yet.
St. John's is the church on the corner whose cornerstone is Christ.
And they're showing off the preschool that they have there. And looks like we got some parents and kids together.
I think parents probably need the kids on their laps to keep them warm tonight.
I like the hats that they all made for special here for tonight. They've got some nice crowns up there.
They are beautiful over on that float.
Souder Woodworking is coming up next, and I understand the engineering department helped put together this unit here this year.
They did. It was designed and constructed by the engineering department. Merle Souder is driving his 1953 Ford Semi, and Souder Woodworking is still privately held. It's a third-generation family-run business, and it is Souder is North America's leading producer of RTA furniture and the nation's 5th largest residential furniture manufacturer.
It's just wonderful things that they have done in the community and continue to do, and that's a great unit. What a great message. We've got a boat coming up next here.
This is Party Expressions, and they want you to get hooked on their new low prices. They are offering brand new releases for only $2 beginning today. So stop at Videos Unlimited, and Party Expressions is offering 30% off through the end of December. So stop in, get hooked on their new low prices.
Wow, that'll catch some people, that's for sure. Got a nice international tractor coming through.
Well, I think he had to come because all the others are John Deere's. This is Ken Ruvanaugh, and he joined us for the first time last year and is encouraged by his grandkids to come, and just a lot of fun for Ken.
Maybe offset some of the other green colors that come through here.
Well, you know,
speaking of green colors.
It is Christmas. We need both red and green.
There you go. Lichty Farm Equipment with a great big tractor here, and they've got a huge unit that they're showing here, supplying John Deere to farm, home, and contractors for 75 years. Proud to be an Archbold.
This spider coming up.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that fun? That's actually sponsored by Yoder and Fry, and it comes out of Holland, Ohio, and it's just very cool.
Isn't that neat? I don't think I've seen a spider in the parade before. Have we had a spider?
Oh.
Charlotte. Oh, it's Charlotte. Okay. Charlotte the spider there. Isn't that cute?